In this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how much money I made online as a 21-year-old college student. And that's as someone with over 1 million followers across all social media. So does 1 million followers automatically mean you'll make money? Well, not necessarily. So let's see in this video. Around a year ago, I made a video very similar to this, going through exactly how much money I made online in 2024. And if you watched that one last year, then this video is going to be a big shock comparative. And lastly, before I actually show you guys the income, I wanted to remind you that the reason that I make these videos showing transparently exactly how much money I make every single year, and if you go to my Unfiltered channel, I actually show how much money I make every single month. The reason that I make these videos is not because I think they're gonna get 1 trillion views. The reason I make them is because I believe in transparency. If you're a financial creator, here's a newsflash, you can actually just tell your viewers how much money you're making instead of gatekeeping that because you're really making most of the money from your course. And if you're a viewer, you don't have to say yes to watching creators who aren't gonna show how much money they're actually making from the side hustles that they're telling you to do. So that's the reason that I make these videos. And with that said, let's get right into how much money I actually made in 2025. So for the past 6 months, what I've been using to track my money is something called Monarch Money. Now, the reason I use this is because it allows me to automatically connect all my financial accounts into one place and then automatically track all the transactions that I do every month and my exact net worth that literally updates live based on how my investments are doing. So for example, I have a lot of money in my bank accounts and stuff like that, but I also have a lot of money in investment accounts that's pretty much just invested in the S&P 500. And every day, the amount of money actually fluctuates based on how well the stock market is doing. And Monarch Money actually reflects that on a day-by-day basis. So when I look at what my net worth is on here, it gives me an accurate, up-to-date example of what my net worth actually is, which right now is sitting at $186,000. If you want to use it, I'll actually leave the link in the description. They have a free trial, so you can just try it out. But yeah, the other thing I really like is since it tracks all your transactions, it'll auto-categorize most of it for you. And then whatever isn't auto-categorized, you can just categorize it yourself. And it gives it to you in an awesome breakdown that looks like this, where it shows all the income sources and all the expense sources, so you can track everything very cleanly. And this is what I used for the majority of the year. But unfortunately, I only used it for halfway through the year. So the other half, I used a spreadsheet to track it, which was honestly pretty inefficient. So I had to add up all the data into one thing. So this is all my income and expenses from January to June of 2025. And then here's the totals where it adds on to all the stuff that I use to track through Monarch Money. Now, for the purpose of this video, I actually wanted to go income source by income source to show you guys like what my biggest ones were and where they were actually coming from. So let's start actually with my biggest income source, which was basically affiliate marketing, which in terms of raw income, I believe made me around $75,000 in the past year. What does affiliate income actually looks like? Well, it looks like me making videos about stuff that I'm using to actually achieve tasks or make more money, and then mentioning them in videos. And then when people actually use the thing, I get commission for people joining. Just for example, in this video, I talked about Monarch Money. If you go to the description, click on that and end up becoming a paid user, I would make money from that. So I would appreciate if you're gonna use that, go through my link. Anyways, that's an example of affiliate marketing. And this year I ended up getting a really kind of lucky circumstance, but it was also just a really broken way to make money, which was there was a way to make extra money by adding certain songs on your YouTube shorts. And I basically was able to get a ton of people to use this method to make extra money because all they had to do was add a song to their YouTube shorts. And I made videos about this, people use it, and then I made a lot of commission from it. So that was one of my biggest sources, as well as the tool repurpose.io for me was a pretty huge source of revenue. I actually have that earnings right here. So in the past year, it was basically $20,000 for Repurpose. And in case you don't know what that company does, huge fan. Been using it for the past like 2.5 years. They basically just make it so you can manually post your content to one social media platform and it will automatically repost your content to every single other social media platform. So that genuinely is just like an absolutely overpowered thing. And for me and for my purposes on social media, it's been something that's made me a ton of extra money. So when I have the opportunity to work with this company as an affiliate and also manage some of their content, I was like, obviously, like I am using this every single day, so I can speak to the benefits of it. With that being said, after affiliate revenue, I think ad revenue was actually a pretty big source. I made money between Snapchat, TikTok, and YouTube across many different accounts that I have. I'm just ballparking it here, but I probably made an extra like $30,000, and that's great. Now, I will say that as time has gone on, I've kind of started to realize that ad revenue is not usually the most stable source, and it's also not the biggest source. So like if I got 1,000 views and I was able to push people to an optimized offer, I would make way more money than I ever could for getting ad revenue from 1,000 views. So honestly, the way that I view ad revenue is it's a great bonus that you can use to pay down all the costs that you have of creating content. So for example, I'm making this video right now and my editor is an absolute G, and I pay this dude every single month to edit these videos. The way that I think about it is just, okay, if I can at least make enough money back in ad revenue to pay this dude to do insane edits on my video, insert insane edit, explosion, I'm like, okay, then I can get really good editing, which puts me ahead of my competition, but I can recoup the costs that I'm paying on editing and just break even from the ad revenue that I get, which means that I'm ahead of my competition at a break even cost because I have an editor who can edit stuff quickly and properly. And then in my head, I'm like, okay, now that I'm breaking even on all the editing costs, I should be able to beat my competition. How do I now make an offer that's way better than theirs? So not only am I able to do a way bigger output and I have way better edited videos, but then on top of that, I'm able to at least break even on it because of the ad revenue that that brings in. And then finally, I can blow the competition out of the water by actually having a setup standardized offer to my audience. And by offer, I mean, it literally could be my own products or services, but it also could be, for example, having brand partnerships or doing affiliate deals, right? Like if I can break even on the content, but it's way better than other people's, and then I can do an affiliate deal or a sponsorship or something like that, or insert a thing about my own products or services, then I'm basically just going to get the competition to come to me and take it. So that's kind of my strat going into 2026. In the past, I used to care a lot more about ad revenue directly. Now it's not as big for me. The thing that's more important to me is growing the actual brand. And if I can break even while growing the brand and have really good output and really good video quality, that's what I care about. And ad revenue basically helps me break even on it. Okay, so those are my two biggest sources of revenue. Then we have a couple other things. Like for example, I managed a channel for repurpose.io. That's been paying me around $2,000 a month. It's kind of a similar thing though, where I'm like just making enough to break even basically. Then we have some other things. So like for example, because I run a channel that posts juggling videos online, I have my own juggling store that relates to that. That's this called the Fly Juggling Store. If you guys want to buy some juggling props, you can check out flyjuggling.com. And yeah, that's actually been an okay source of revenue throughout the year. Yeah, as you can see here, in the last year, it's made around $20,000 in sales. So that was decent. And I have some other kind of ventures related to this channel. So I know I could make a ton of freaking money if I just sold a course, but don't worry guys, I'm not going to do that. My whole thing is kind of like, if I'm going to make videos about making money, I don't want to like sell the methods to you guys. I want to just show you guys the methods for free. So you can use these methods as well. But I do kind of have some other services that include actual like help. So like, for example, when people need help with transactions, I have a setup Discord to help people with that. I know people wanted to buy or sell YouTube channels. We can act as a middleman on that, or we're kind of like a marketplace on that. And so that's not something I've put a ton of my own time or focus to, but it's something that has earned money without much time or effort for me. So that's been great as well. With all that being said, my books are a little bit like off the mark probably, but there's a couple ways to understand this. Like the first way to understand it really easy to see exactly how much money I made at the end of each year is I just look at my net worth at the start of the year and then my net worth at the end of the year. And then whatever I have in between those 2 years must have been profit basically, because otherwise how did the money get into my account? So right here I have at the start of 2025, I had a $67,000 net worth. At the end of 2025, I had $186,000 net worth, basically maybe a little bit more, 186.8K or something like that, which means that my total profit, if you just subtract these two, must have been like $118,000, which lines up roughly with the books that I have myself. This was of me adding everything from Monarch money to everything that I had in my spreadsheet before 2026. So that equated to basically 115K in profit, which I don't think actually would include any of the gains that I've made from my investments. So since I'm invested in the stock market, and I believe it did rise from the beginning of 2025 to the end of 2025, which I can actually just track because that's marked by Monarch money and it can see what my balance actually looks like. So yeah, midway through the year, I was at like 38K here. And then by the end of the year, I was at 42K. So I've been just making money passively from my investments in the stock market as well. That's been decent. And yeah, so it basically leaves my total at the end of the year to $249,000 in income, $133,000 in expenses. And when you put that together, you get around $115,000 in profit by the end of the year. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay tax on, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, for my purposes as a 21-year-old in college, I mean, I'm really, really proud of what I've been able to build and what my income is at now. I mean, this is just kind of crazy. Like, that's a really good income for my age, for like the context of entrepreneurship. Like, a lot of entrepreneurs, nothing works, and then something finally works that takes off. I've been able to actually increase my income and have some pretty steady, stable income over time as someone who's self-employed and trying to grow my own business. So that's been absolutely huge for me. So yeah, with that being said, I think that covers exactly how much money I made online in 2025. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how much money I can make in 2026. Entrepreneurship is like a huge passion of mine, and just like being able to build businesses from the ground up, absolutely awesome, absolutely love it. So you'll be seeing more from me this year. And if you want to join our free community with over 24,000 members now, that's completely free. Link will be in the description to our community. And as always, the mission with this channel is to bring transparent, make money online sauce to you guys completely for free. And so if you believe that I delivered on that in this video, I hope you would think that on the video where I showed all the money that I make. So yeah, if you really believe that I did that, it would mean a lot if you leave a like and subscribe to this channel. And as always, thank you guys all so much for watching the video. I'll catch you all in the next one, and peace.